Good evening and welcome to the 2022 Battle of the Bay between Newport Harbor High School and Corona Del Mar High School. We just had the winning sprint controlled by CDM. My name is Drew Netherton and I'm joined by Newport Harbor alum, CIF Player of the Year, National Champion from UCLA, Peter Belton.
Yeah, it's great to be here. It's going to be a battle.
So Peter, you played in a few of these games. Tell me about the emotions you go through leading up to this game.
Oh, nothing beats Battle of the Bay. Oh, great intro.
That's a great entry pass into a set. Nice finish. And that's number 9 from CDM, Shane Santoni.
Yeah, that's a good start for CDM.
Excuse me, Cameron Simoncelli.
That's a tough one.
I think it's Simoncelli.
But, good.
Regardless, great finish.
Yeah, good first possession there for CDM. They got the ball in quick, good turn and goal.
Let's see if Newport can answer. They're coming down with a nice entry pass into Ben Lathy. Again, a finish. Newport answers immediately.
What a move. Both of those. Two great back-to-back offensive plays. But that was quick passing, great positioning. That's really good water polo.
Absolutely. Ben is committed to UCLA, Peter.
Go Bruins, baby.
Heading to your alumni.
Love to hear it.
CDM down on the attack in their front court. There's 20 seconds on the shot clock. That's number 5, Carson Simonson, making the pass.
That's good defense there by Newport. You know, good drop there, quick to come in and out, and they got the crash in there and altered the shot.
Absolutely. That's a pass down to the wing. Ben Lathy draws an ordinary foul, swings it back up to the point. We got Gavin Netherton working with the ball right now. It's a good entry, hands up at 2 meters, no call. CDM on the counterattack.
Yeah, when you get a drop like that, you got to get a quick shot off. You know, that drop's going to be in there real quick. If you don't get that kick back out or a quick shot, it's going to be a turnover there.
That's exactly what happened. We got Newport coming back into his zone. They want to deny the entry pass into 2 meters. That ball skipped away from him. That's a steal by Cooper Mathisrud in the cage for Newport Harbor.
Yeah, he had a small place to put that ball. There was the drop there. Goalie was cheating out, and good steal.
We got a little bit of action going in 2 meters. That's Jack Wright up at the point who drew the ordinary. Finn LeSueur faking, nice entry pass into Pete Castillo, and he draws an ejection.
There we go. Really good pass into 2 meters, right where it needed to go.
And that's number 2 from CDM, Vitaly Laptev going to the corner for 20 seconds. And number 3, Aiden Anavim, will check into the corner, and that's a great finish by Pete Castillo.
You can just tell that's such great coaching by Ross and Claire. You can see the way they move the ball around. They know exactly what they're doing with it, and the play worked out perfectly. That's really well done by the boys.
Ross is a big believer in making that extra pass.
Oh, I mean, he learned from the great Coach Barnett, just like I did. And, you know, over and over again, you learn those fundamentals of passing the ball around on 6-on-5, and they did a really good job that time.
That's number 12, Charles Warmington with the ball. Draws an ordinary foul. Gavin Netherton defending. It's another ordinary. And that was number 6, Nate Evans with the ball. Nate's a great shooter. Uncorks a good one, but just goes a little bit wide. Cooper was all over that.
Lots of whitewater. These guys are battling. You know, good energy here tonight. We got the tar pit out in force. Standing room only on most of the bleachers. This is good stuff.
And there's another ejection drawn by Pete Castillo in 2 meters. And that's number 3, Aiden Anavim going to the corner. And Ben Lathy moves in and finishes.
Can't leave him alone. 5 meters out. Fake. He's going to bury that every time.
So true. So true. Ben is really one of the best high school players in the country. And certainly going to, I think, do some damage when he's with UCLA.
Hey, I'm happy to have him. You know, we need more good Bruins up there. Really good pressure defense from Newport right now. 15 seconds left on the shot clock, and we're fronted in 2 meters, so we're looking good right now.
Oh, there's a nice defensive play by Ben. Just swatting that down with his big left hand. Oh.
Great defensive effort from Newport right there. Very nice.
Charles Warmington really had to take kind of a rush shot. The shot clock was running down, but good effort. I think that's not someone Newport wants to leave open too often.
And you know what I've noticed? Newport's done a really good job of getting that 2-meter man deep and early. So
that was a good drive by Gavin Netherton. I thought maybe he was open on the weak side, didn't receive the pass, but he's got to chase back on defense.
Yep. But Newport on that counter early's been great. That's how they got 2 of the goals, 1 of the ejections. They're getting down early, getting the ball in early, and it's been really beneficial for them.
The 2-meter player wanted a call there, but I think the pass was a bit forced. There's just too many Newport Sailors in the area.
Oh, he's open.
Oh, great pass. Nice finish. Wow, that's some pretty water polo. Wouldn't you say that, Peter?
That's beautiful. I mean, like the recognition, the pass was right on point. Quick catch and shoot. I mean, you can't draw it up any better than that.
Just nothing like receiving a great pass from your teammate.
Oh, yeah.
Kind of owe it to him to finish.
Oh, I mean, I got to say, great finish, but the even better pass. Number one, just recognizing it in time. That's a pure timing play. And when you get that little window of an opening and your teammate recognizes it and puts it on the dime, you're going to score.
Coach Kareem, captain, is up there employing his team. Coach Kareem is an excellent coach. He's been with the program at CDM for quite a long time as an assistant, now heading up the program for a number of years. I'm going to expect...
Tough pass there. Not much you can do with it when it's high into the outside like that. But
yeah.
Another good turnover, another good defensive stand for Newport.
Oh, that was a nice field block. I believe that was number 2 with that field block. Vitaly Laptev. Great defense by CDM.
I do have to say, I wish that was a rule I had when I played back in the day. It's the tip out. It's only a turnover and the goalie hits it. I mean, I loved field blocking. It's something you take pride in as a defender.
Absolutely. One of those stat lines that you like to fill that maybe you don't get all the glory, but your teammates really appreciate it, and your goalie certainly does. Oh, that was a great backhand shot out at 2 meters, and CDM gets on the board. The score currently is Newport 4, CDM 2.
Yeah, good quick backhand there. Really nice. Goalie got a piece of it, but just not quite enough.
And that was Cameron Simoncelli, number 9.
Yeah, a lot of subs coming in and out. That was a long stretch without a goal there, and they're a bit tired.
Yeah, number 13, Noah Gerard checking in for the Sea Kings. Coach Kareem giving a well-deserved handshake to his players as they exit the pool. Gavin Netherton drawing an ordinary foul up top. We got a physical play going in 2 meters. It's a constant battle, just never ends the entire game. The referee thought it was just a little bit too heavy and set there, and it was a really precise entry pass.
Yeah, it was all about that entry pass.
Oh. We got Nick Kennedy checking into the game. Oh, excellent left-hander.
Inside the 2 meters on that. It was a great idea as all the defenders went to him, but unfortunately one player a little bit too far inside 2 meters right there. Turnover.
And the referee was spot on the 2 meter line to make that call. No doubt about it. CDM taking their time, 10 seconds left on the shot clock.
A really good defense here by Newport. Good press. Shot clock's counting down. Look at that. Dump it in the corner. Great turnover. Great defensive stand by Newport.
Absolutely. It's an outlet pass from the goalie, Cooper Mathisrud. Nick Kennedy with an entry pass to Pete Castillo. He's got to keep working, draws the ejection and set.
All right, we got 16 seconds left in the quarter. See what Newport can do.
That's a shot by Ben Lathy. Hits the crossbar. Oh, rebound. Nice block by the goalie from CDM, Chase Campbell. Good quick hands there to keep that from going to the back of the net.
Wow, big shot. Unfortunately, it didn't go in. Got a little too much bar, but again, when you leave Ben 5-6 meters to center cage, faking the ball, you know that'll go in most of the time.
We've got 5 seconds left to play here in the first period. Newport leading 4-2.
I don't think Coach Sinclair's too happy about the clock stoppage and then them getting to set it up here with 5 seconds left. But let's see if Newport can hold a firm stand here on D.
All right. The referee will throw the ball into the goalie for CDM.
An interesting defense here by Newport. They are fronting the outside perimeter players to prevent the ball from the goalie.
No foul if they can do so, and CDM does not get a shot off to end the quarter.
I gotta say, right there, that's I really haven't seen that too often. I think that's really good coaching by Coach Sinclair. You know, denying that pass with such limited time, that killed the whole play.
That's right. You know, CDM would look to probably try and draw a foul so they can get a shot off if it's outside 6 meters. So Newport pretty much took that away from him.
Yeah, and that Newport defender did a great job. Hands up, don't let that clock stop. Oh, listen to this crowd. These guys are getting fired up. We got CDM over here on the left, Newport on the right. Hearing some boos from the CDM as the Sailor Nation flag goes by. That's good stuff right there.
So do you have any fond memories of this game, Peter, back in the day?
Oh, absolutely. I have to say, in my career, we were pretty good against CDM. I think we only lost once or twice, but there was one particular game against CDM that always haunts me a little bit. It's my senior year. We handled almost every team. I think we had 2 losses on the whole season, one of which happened to be CDM in the finals of the SoCal tournament. And, you know, we were so laser focused at the time on CIF rankings, and, you know, we had been working strictly on defense, no offense, and didn't necessarily put up our best foot forward for that game. And we ended up losing, you know, close game, 1 goal. And at the time, it didn't bother me that much because it wasn't the Battle of the Bay. It wasn't like the singular one-off game. It was just the end of the tournament. But looking back, you know, those guys, all my CDM buddies love to remind me of that game.
I bet they do. I bet they do. Well, I think that rivalry, Newport CDM, that's like USC, UCLA, Ohio State, Michigan, Muhammad Ali, Joe Frazier. I mean, it's up there.
Big time.
You know, both schools definitely get pumped for this match. And we've got standing room only here at Newport Harbor High School's pool.
I mean, this rivalry goes way back. Both teams have been really good for a very long time. So, you know, you're playing for your current team, but, you know, it's one of those things. I mean, these are people on both sides of the ball that you're going to know for a long time as you get older. And, you know, as I've learned the hard way, it gets a little, you know, it grows with age, for good or bad. You know, we won CIF my senior years. You know, that story just gets better and better every time I tell someone. But
that never gets old, I'm sure.
On the flip side, though, losing to CDM my senior year, you know, that one just gets more painful over time.
But, you know, water polo, they say, is the most difficult sport in the world to play. I think Peter and I both agree with that assessment, and the respect we have for all these young men in this pool today on both sides of the ball is just tremendous. These guys are amazing athletes, and they train as hard, if not harder, than anyone out there.
Nothing's more difficult. I mean, you're literally wrestling on one end of the pool and sprinting in the pool going the other way.
All right, we just began the second period of play. Newport's leading 4-2. I mean, really the key for Newport in that first quarter is they made some excellent entry passes into 2 meters. They drew a fair amount of ejections, and that's really just put a lot of pressure on CDM, and they have to answer here. That's a good pass into set, and CDM's going to earn an ejection here on that. I think well-deserved, good entry pass. Number 12's going to be patient. I think that's the right call.
Yeah, smart move there. Pull it out, set it up, and run something here.
Looks like Newport's going to attack the ball. CDM cranks off a good shot off the top crossbar. Newport's coming even, but a new shot clock for CDM, so they don't have to rush here.
All right, so Newport's back into their base defense. See if they can put up another stop.
And that's a shot that gets funneled right into Cooper Mathisrud's stomach. Easy block for him.
Yeah, good defensive stand. You know, they prevented the 5-on-6 goal plus another possession and back the other way. Oh, another great pass, though. I got to say, as you mentioned earlier, these precision passes into 2 meters, you know, that needed to be quick because the drop was there, but he put it right on the hand.
That's right. Could have gone either way, but CDM with good defensive stand there. And that's a long entry pass, and that skips, and that's Gavin Netherton with the steal there.
Great steal, good awareness right there. You had the goalie coming out on one side, Drew coming out on the other side, and yeah, Newport gets turnover.
Oh, that's going to be a steal. That's an ordinary foul. Well, we got a ball game here.
Yeah, we sure do. That was a really hard played first quarter. Lots of whitewater, and I think it's catching up with some of these guys a little bit now.
That was an offensive call. I didn't see what happened, Peter.
Yeah, I think that was in 2 meters there. I didn't see it either, but...
And Ben Lathy with a finish there.
Real smart play. Sprint down, find the open man. That was really, really good there. Good reaction times.
I have to say, watching Ben play this year, his shooting percentage is extremely high. When he decides to shoot, the ball almost always goes in. Very, very smart player. In addition to being a great shooter, he's also a great passer and defender. Can play outside, can play inside. He's really, really a talented young water polo player with a bright future.
Yeah, he seems to have it all. He's done a lot of stuff tonight, and that big arm, man, he throws that thing hard.
Checking in for the Sailors, number 2, Owen Bartlett. We've got, who else we got in there? We got number 8.
Yeah, we got another offensive foul deep in the territory.
Shane Santoni also checking in for the Sailors.
Oh, we got an open guy.
Oh, here's Nick Kennedy coming down on the counter. He's sizing the goalie up and finishes. Nice finish by Nick Kennedy.
Really good counter. You know, when you play Newport Harbor and there's an offensive turnover, watch out. Newport's always tough on the counterattack. Right there, they had really good spacing, great awareness, and perfect placement on the passing.
And CDM's coach, Kareem Captain, calls a timeout. Wants to talk things over with his team.
Yeah, great start there for Newport. You know, right away it looked a little shaky. You know, first possession, ejection, but Bruins stopped them. They got the ball back, and now Newport looks tough.
Yeah, I think the first quarter we had a lot of patience, a lot of precision passes into 2 meters, and that was paying off. I think some of the goals we're seeing here are forced turnovers, counterattacks, and some quick finishes.
Yeah. So far, I got to say, this defense, just in the first couple minutes of the second quarter, I mean, CDM has hardly gotten anything going. I gotta say, this game brings back great memories. I mean, look at this. You got people standing all the way back to the shallow end of the pool, all the way to the opposite end. This is standing room only. Everyone's pumped up. We got, you know, half the student section with their shirts off. This is wild. It's good stuff.
It is quite the scene here in Newport Beach. And I have to say, I think the refereeing so far has been spot on.
Yeah, really good. You know, when you hardly notice the refs, you know, they're doing a great job.
That's correct.
Well, let's see what CDM has drawn up here. This will be interesting.
All right, they have a full shot clock to work with here, 30 seconds. There's 4:17 left in the half. Newport has increased their lead up to 6-2. I think CDM's in a spot where they really need a goal here. And they designed up a good play here. That's a nice move. Hands up at 2 meters. Great defense by Keith. I mean, really, the 2-meter player there made a great move, but I think he needs to keep his head up and recognize that he's got to step up and finish there and not expect a call from the referee.
Yeah, they drew up a great play. Real quick pick play. Had inside water. Ball came in, but yeah, you got to make a strong move. You can't play to the ref.
And there's going to be an ejection. Newport going up on the man up again.
Good patience there. Kick it out, set something up.
That's Finn LeSueur faking with the ball. That's going to be a rebound to Owen Bartlett. And that's an ordinary foul. CDM should be coming even here shortly. They are even. Just a little bit bit too late. Finn Lesueur with a nice finish from up top.
Yeah, great goal there. They worked it around. They did a good job. Great play.
Yeah, Finn really one of the best shooters in the pool. Has an excellent fake and just really knows how to finish.
Yeah, he's hit those corners. I don't have the stat sheet in front of me, but I feel like he's got at least 2 goals.
You know, his dad played at UCLA.
Those Bruins, man, were everywhere.
Bruins all over the place.
I like that.
Back on the top, Peralta, working to the 1-2 side. Being defended by Kennedy. Down to the 1.
We got CDM with about 8 seconds to go on the shot clock here. Looks like Warmington. That's a great shot block, or field block, excuse me, by Peter Castillo.
Great, just what we were talking about. You got to take pride in your field blocking.
That's an ordinary foul up top. Swing it down here to the 1 spot. It's Fent. Oh, he was feeling it there. Cross cage shot just went off the bar.
You know, I like that shot. End of the fast break, he was open at a great angle, good fakes. He knows he's got a good shot, and that was literally half an inch too high.
Yeah, there's always a balance between being patient, making the extra pass, but sometimes if you're feeling it and you're a great shooter like Lesueur, you just got to take it.
Yeah, some guys have the green light. He's got a great arm. He's got.
Here he is again. He's going to get another look here.
We got a tip on that one.
Yeah, that was number 7 from CDM, Luke Zimmerman. Great field block there.
Yeah, this game's tightening up a bit now.
There's a nice entry pass in the set, drawing another ejection.
Again, Newport in their entry passes. I mean, this entire lead is built off great passes into 2 meters. And that's another thing that I think's been passed down. The great coach Barnett. He said the most important pass in water polo is the entry pass, and tonight that's proving itself.
It's absolutely true, and I think CDM probably needs to think about making some adjustments. They got to really try and do a better job of denying that pass into 2 meters and maybe taking their chance with some outside shots from above 6-7 meters.
I think they have to. It's been too effective. Every time that ball's go in, it's been a goal or an ejection, about 80-90% of the time. So they're gonna have to change something up. Maybe a full commitment into that drop and split the top. Maybe I don't know what he's gonna drop here, but it's not a bad idea. I always love the M drop. Drop someone way back, split the top, and then you get a bad shot. You can get that 2-on-1 break going the other way.
That's a quick way to get back in the game too.
Absolutely. It was a fun game. There's a 5-goal lead here, but it doesn't really feel like it. It's tight. A couple of things have gone the Newport's way, but we'll see if CDM can draw something up here.
Yeah, water polo, like basketball, like a lot of sports, can have momentum shifts, and I wouldn't be surprised if that happens here. And CDM maybe goes on a 2 or 3 goal run here, but that's a tall order. Newport does pride itself on playing really stout defense, and I think they've showed that so far by only allowing 2 goals through the first 2 quarters here, but we still got a lot of time to play here.
Yeah, and CDM's playing well. You can't take anything away from them, but it's just Newport has a really tough, quick, fast defense and well spaced, and they've done a great job so far.
All right, Newport Harbor getting into their man up power play, moving the ball around. That's a nice pass into the puck. Great block by the goalie. Newport's going to retain possession, but
they still got a bit of time here and see if they can work something before they come even.
That's right. Chase Campbell, though, with just an amazing block there.
We got Finn open.
He's going to make that extra pass.
Okay.
Newport still has 15 seconds on the shot clock.
Yep. He didn't like what he saw. Pull it out and run something for the last 10 seconds here.
The CDM fans are out there trying to fool Newport by calling the shot clock down ahead of what it actually is, but they weren't fooling the Newport players.
That's right. Yeah, with 3 seconds on the shot clock there, we got an ejection.
Nice faking. That's a great pass inside again. That's Owen Bartlett coming in to clean up the garbage and push that in the goal, but that's a great heads-up play by Owen.
It absolutely is. Goalies don't like to get attacked, so it's not a bad idea to go after him. You never know. But I gotta say that top crossbar hasn't been too friendly to Newport tonight. We gotta get a bar down here at some point.
Let's see. Checking into the game, we've got number 3, Trey Smith. Number 11, Gavin Netherton. Who else we got coming in there? We got number 15. That's Quinn Bartlett. I think his brother Owen came out, and his younger brother Quinn came in. that's Newport immediately coming back into a zone, trying to deny that pass into 2 meters. They do a good job forcing CDM to swing it to the other side when 2 meters is facing the 4-5 side.
I gotta say, textbook defense. They hard pressed for at least 10-15 seconds there. Once they finally got position, dropped back into a zone. I mean, that was really well done. Really well done by Newport.
That's a good cross pass over to Kennedy. We're going to have another ejection drawn at set. Newport just continuing with what works.
Yeah, don't fix what ain't broke. Found the hole. Beautiful wraparound shot. Great fake, froze the goalie, brought it low, near side. Loved it.
And his teammates kept the ball dry that entire possession. They moved the ball, and Kennedy with a great finish.
Yeah, again, well-coached team. You can tell they keep the ball up high. Nothing drives me crazier than when you watch guys slap the ball down in the water on a 6-on-5. Everyone can rest. The defense can do what they want. The goalie rests. If you keep that ball up and be a threat, you're making them work the entire time.
So true. And that's a long-distance shot by the goalie from CDM. Goes just over the crossbar, and we're going to end the first half with Newport leading 9-2.
Yeah, really, really impressive first half by Newport. And again, it wasn't like there were mistakes by CDM. There was nothing like CDM's playing well. Just Newport is tough. That's a very, very good team.
And that is true. I mean, CDM has great athletes, great players. But Newport right now is playing on top of their game.
Yeah, they look pretty tough to beat right now. I don't know if anyone could match Newport right now.
Well, high school water polo right now is filled with a number of top teams. Newport Beach is currently ranked 3rd in Orange County. J. Sarah Catholic has the #1 team in the county, followed by Mater Dei, and Newport checking in at #3. I do think there's a lot of parity there. Those 3 teams are all pretty evenly matched. Los Alamitos also has a quality team this year. And then Harvard Westlake, as usual, up in LA has a really, really solid squad, a really deep squad as well.
Are there any potential matchups with J. Sarah on the schedule?
I haven't seen that. I don't think there's any game scheduled. They'll probably meet up maybe in a tournament,
like NorCal tournament, maybe something like that.
But J. Sarah's definitely got a great coach in Ormsby, and they've got a loaded roster, and I look forward to that game. They definitely played each other a lot in the offseason.
Well, Brett Ormsby was my freshman roommate in college at UCLA.
Oh, another Bruin.
Yeah. So that'll be great. Oh, and what do you know? We got the Zach Wells, the soccer great here, alumni at Newport Harbor. He played for the LA Galaxy, and he played overseas a bit.
Oh, wow, yeah.
He was an all-around athlete. He's another Bruin. He was the UCLA soccer goalie.
I don't know if I can go this whole game and not talk about the Trojans, seeing that I am a USC alumni from '95 playing water polo at that school, but had some great battles with UCLA back in the day for sure.
Oh, absolutely. No, you had a fantastic career. I mean, national team, played all over the world. That's another great rivalry. UCLA, USC, Newport, CDM. Oh, look at the student section right now.
But it is true that both feed off of each other. USC and UCLA, they need each other.
Oh,
right?
absolutely.
That's why they're going off to the Big Ten together in football. But it's kind of the same way with Newport and CDM. I mean, that rivalry is just such an amazing and really precious thing. And you can see what it means to both these teams and to the student body and to all the parents and friends who come out to this game.
Emotions are always running high for these games, and we're seeing it tonight.
All right, again, if you're just joining us, we are at the halftime of the Battle of the Bay between Newport Harbor High School and Corona Del Mar High School. The score is Newport 9, Corona Del Mar 2. I do think it's been a very entertaining game. It's been a very physical game. Both teams are playing extremely hard. You could tell that they came into this game prepared and ready to go. But right now, I think Newport's just executing a little bit stronger on the offensive and defensive end. I think CDM's had some great chances, some good looks at entry passes into 2 meters, but some of those passes have skipped by the 2-meter men and gone straight to the goalie. I think if they clean up those entry passes, they might see themselves drawing more ejections here in the second half. So lining up for the Sailors here to start the second half, and sprinting is number 7, Finn Lesueur. Next to him, trailing, will be number 13, Ben Lathy. We've got number 6, Jack Wright, also in the pool for the Sailors. In the goal, number 1, Cooper Mathisrud. Number 4, Pete Castillo, who is plays the center position for Newport, and has really been a problem here for CDM throughout this game. Next to him is number 11, Gavin Netherton, who's a senior, playing really hard, playing good defense, making good extra passes. And we've got number 8, Shane Santoni, who is a sophomore, and I believe the youngest person in the lineup here for Newport. CDM is still talking it over. They have not run out their guys here to start the second half just yet, but starting for them in the goal is number 1, Chase Campbell. Number 9, who had a great shot at a great backhand at a set for CDM early in the game, Cameron Simoncelli. Sprinting for them is number 5, Carson Simonson. He won, I believe he won the first 2 sprints. I know he won the first one. So he's a speedster. We got number 6, Nate Evans, in the pool for CDM. All right, and here we go.
Yeah, well, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments CDM makes. I think they're going to have to do something different on the defensive end.
Oh, and it looks like we're going to have a jump ball here. Both sprinters basically got there at the same time, wrestled over the ball, and the ref is, I think, properly called a face-off. And that was knocked out of bounds by Finn Lesueur, and CDM will get first possession of the second half.
Yeah, look at that. That was a battle. I always enjoyed when the refs let it play, but that was for sure definitely a jump ball call right there.
Yeah, I think when he made the call, both of them were pretty much underwater. So. Oh, that's a nice turn.
Really strong move there on the inside. Well done by CDM there.
And I think the only reason they didn't call a 5-meter on that is because number 8, Shane Santoni, was in there, and he was between the player and the goal. And in that instance, it should be an ejection and not a 5-meter, so I think the correct call. And that was number 6.
Yeah, just not on the same page on that one. I mean, good idea, you know, but you really got to draw more defenders to you if you want to make that pass.
And that's Owen Bartlett streaking down the right side with the ball.
Ooh. It's getting physical in 2 meters over there.
We got Santoni walking it in. That's a nice entry pass again. You know, CDM was there, but I don't think the 2-meter defender got his hands up quick enough, and I think that's why the ref called the
as a 2-meter defender in those situations, you just got to, when you got that much help, throw your hands straight up and as high as you can. Make it obvious to the ref that you're not doing anything.
That's right. Trust your teammates. Ooh. I think the ball's got to get over to 1. It never does.
Good. I mean, great block by the goalie. Not much you could ask for. It was a real quick pass, real quick release on the shot. Just happened to have the goalie's hand in the right spot.
I do like to see the ball move around the perimeter. It never went down to the 1 position at all, and that really moves the goalie around. And Newport didn't do it on that possession, where I think every other man-up possession they've done that.
Yeah, you're right. The good passing all the way around, move the defense, find those holes.
So far, we have a scoreless third period here. We got 15 seconds left on the shot clock. We got CDM definitely being a little bit more physical, and the refs letting it go. They call an offensive at set on Pete Castillo.
But you could see CDM was in an all-out drop, 2, 3, 4 drop off the perimeter there. They're really going to try to deny that, but they got to drop back even more. I mean, that ball still got in there.
And that's a steal by Ben Lathy. And he's going to have a one on nobody. He's going to take this straight to the cage.
Oh, big block.
Yeah, great block by Chase Campbell.
This could add some extra motivation, you know. Big offensive turnover. I really felt like CDM had a chance to take some of the momentum there, and yeah, that's an offensive turnover that's going to really hurt for CDM there.
I think Ross Sinclair a little unhappy with how physical the game is getting, but that can happen sometimes when you're up 9-2.
Well, there's that physicality right there, battling in 2 meters, and defensive player just got a little too heavy. Let's see if they can do some better ball movement on this one.
Oh, there he is, right there on the post.
That's a dunk.
Great pass from Finn LeSueur into Pete Castillo on the 3-post.
Really well executed. Yeah, just like you were talking about, Drew, when you move the ball like that, you're going to find holes in the defense, and he was wide open right next to the post, and that was a Shaquille O'Neal dunk right there.
Checking in for CDM, number 11, Dylan Jatwani. And number 6, Nate Evans. And number 3, Aiden Anavim. And CDM draws an ejection away from the ball up on the perimeter. That's going to be Quinn Bartlett going to the corner for 20 seconds, and CDM calls a timeout.
Yeah, this is a big possession here. You know, they've got a 5-on-6 man advantage, 10-2. If they want to get back into this game in any way, they're going to need a goal here. Yeah, I got to say, so far, I mean, clean game. Like, I don't know, been a couple 50-50 calls here, but so far pretty clean.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. I do think if CDM can clean up those entry passes into 2 meters, they've had some good looks. Some of those balls have kind of skipped by. You just need to stick that ball right on the 2-meter player's hands, and then at any moment the ref might call a kick out.
Yeah, but when that thing skips away or out of position, it just makes it harder for the ref to give you that call. So, I mean, that's the difference in the game. I mean, I think we've seen 3 or 4 skip passes for CDM, whereas just about every single entry pass from Newport has been on the spot, and it's paid off. And, you know, if a couple of those CDM passes were better and a couple skipped away from Newport, we're looking at close to a tie game. I mean, I really think that's the difference.
That's true, and I think it's something that's very correctable by CDM. That's something I think they'll go back and they'll look at and they'll work on, because that's something you can certainly practice and hone your skills on making those good entry passes, and a lot of it just has to do with your legs.
Yeah.
Getting up high on the legs so the ball is coming down or moving to certain angles so you can beat the shot blocker. But what you can't do is get overly excited and just, you know, force that ball in and have it walk on the water right by the 2-meter player.
Absolutely.
All right, CDM will be up on the power play here. That ball was almost stolen by Ben. And CDM's going to be called for being inside the 2, and that was the correct call.
Yeah, I'm not sure what they were trying to work on there, because, you know, usually when you have the 2 posts go in like that, you've got the ball going in the 2 also, and he was pulling out wide, so a little miscommunication.
That's right. I think you might have to wait for Warmington to take that ball inside the 2 and then follow.
All right, so we just had an offensive turnover, and who is that got kicked out there? That was...
Who's heading for the corner? That's Owen Bartlett headed to the corner.
Owen Bartlett, yeah, but it was such a quick call, he didn't realize that it was a turnover, and when he made the pass, that's turned into an ejection. Yeah. See if Newport can have a stand here.
Sailors playing 5-man defense. Such a critical component of the game.
So before the goal, we're calling it an ejection on Finn LeSueur. So it's going to be a 4-on-2 here.
And I really don't think the CDM coach liked that. That was a goal, but the ref did make the call right before it left his hand.
Yeah, that's always a tough one for the coach to swallow. Nice play.
That's right. That's Luke Zimmerman for CDM putting that away. It's a great shot from Luke.
Yeah, between those last 2 possessions, a lot of confusion. You know, with the Newport counterattack and then that turnover and then the ejection and then another ejection. There's a lot going on there.
So the score is now Newport 10, CDM 3. 3 minutes and 3 seconds left in the 3rd period.
You know, this can sometimes be a dangerous part of the game for Newport, because there's still a lot of time left in the game, and if you get too comfortable, I mean...
And that's another offensive at set and ejection.
See, it's just, you can feel that momentum swinging already.
Timeout, CDM.
It's really important for Newport to close out this quarter. You know, if this becomes a 10-5 game, 10-6 even before the end of this quarter, that can happen.
Well, CDM definitely has some momentum now.
They sure do.
You know, they put some tough pressure on Newport. And I think there are times here on offense where Newport's maybe being a little overly aggressive to deal with that. I think the key there is better movement, better releasing, and not so much wrestling and grabbing. And I think Newport's probably getting caught up with that a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, it's to CDM's advantage. You might as well wrestle and stir up the pot. And, you know, Newport hasn't responded too well. But let's see if they can stand it here.
CDM 6-on-5 opportunity.
We had a player submerge themselves underneath. That's a nice shot by number 8, Jackson Harlan from CDM.
Great passing around the outside. They moved the defense. He got in the right spot, had a clear lane, and great shot.
10-4.
Yeah, so here we go. I mean, you can feel that momentum right now. I mean, it's Battle of the Bay. You know it's going to get feisty, and, you know, how are you going to deal with the adversity?
That's right. And a credit to CDM. You know, they were down and they could have just thrown it in, but they're not going to do that. That's not going to happen. They're going to play to the last whistle.
So with 2.5 minutes here, this is going to be an important couple minutes to close out the quarter.
Look at P. Castillo just working so hard to maintain position. Really physical game and set. Newport moving the ball around. Oh, what a great shot by Ben Lathy. Double bar in. Woo!
He's got a beautiful, beautiful shot. That thing was a great fake, but smooth shot, and that thing was perfect. Double bar.
Really comes off his hand nicely.
It does.
And lefty shots are always just a little bit different than a right-hander shot. A little harder for the goalie to pick up.
It sure is. It always just sometimes looks a little funny. It's like a left-handed golfer.
That's going to put Newport up 11-4 with 2 minutes and 9 seconds to play here in the third period.
Really nice press out there by Finn Lasuri. It took about 10, 12 seconds off the clock, just pressing his guy. And
that's all right, Pete's doing the same thing.
Same with Pete. I mean, there's only 10 seconds left in shot clock now.
Oh, that was a good effort by number 9.
Beautiful, beautiful goal.
Cameron Simoncelli, nice pass.
Yeah, but again, that's just like great teamwork, great recognition by his teammate. You know, really good pop out by, who was that? Cameron. Yeah, really, really nice shot right there. That's all timing. You got to really know your teammate, know what he's going to do, and he put it right on his hand.
Players on attack. Working at Lathy. Back on the top to the right.
Ooh, real physical in 2 meters there. They're battling in there.
We got 20 seconds left in the shot clock. 1:34 left in the quarter.
There he goes. Okay, so all that wrestling finally paid off for an ejection here for Newport.
Newport, nice ball movement. That's a shot from 1. I think maybe could have been a little bit more patient there, but again, you know, Finn's a great shooter, and he felt he had it, but that was a nice block by Chase Campbell from CDM.
Yeah, goalie got over there real quick for that. Oh, head on a swivel. Oh,
that's an ordinary foul. That's going to be a nice entry pass.
Yeah,
Santoni will go to the corner for 20.
Great entry pass. They got rewarded. 2-meter defender only had one hand up, and they earned the ejection.
And that's Ben Lathy. They thought he was just a little too over-aggressive on that foul. I think that's the right call.
Yeah, I love to see aggression, but that was a little too much.
With 6 on 4, number 6, wastes no time, Nate Evans.
Great skip shot. Skip, high corner, that's always going to be tough for a goalie.
And I think it's a smart move when they get the 6 on 4 to be able to shoot quickly before Newport has a chance to set up.
That's right. That 6 on 4 defense is going to be a bit different than the 6 on 5, and you know, a lot of times you get the defenders, you know, looking around, trying to figure out their next spot, and CDM took advantage.
That's right.
Well, we got a game here. 11-6. we'll see how this quarter ends up.
And that's going to be a turnover at 2 meters, 26 seconds left in the third quarter.
All right, nice defense right now by Newport. Let's see if they can run out this clock and prevent any kind of offense here. Back to the goalie. We're looking good so far.
Yeah, that's a backhand from 6 meters, but there's really nothing else he could have done there with time expiring. It was a good effort, but Mathis was all over that.
It was. That was a really quick release. It had a little bit of heat on it. I mean, that was one of those, if it ended up above the goalie's head, that might have gone.
Could have gone. All right, after 3, the Battle of the Bay. It's
a battle.
It's always that way, isn't it, Peter?
You know, starting to think at 10-2, going, okay, well, maybe it won't be as much of a battle towards the end. But right now, I mean, it's 11-6, but it doesn't feel that way. You can feel that momentum is shifting back towards Corona Del Mar's favor. And if they come out hot here in the start of the quarter, we're going to have a close finish.
Yeah, absolutely. And then again, kudos to CDM for making some good adjustments, stepping up the physicality of the play, making better entry passes, and drawing a lot of ejections that quarter and converting on quite a few of them.
Yeah, and I noticed in their defense, they were dropping back in that zone a little bit deeper. You know, one thing I think they could do is maybe just designate 1 or 2 that's a bit further back, and the other ones can press out a bit, because it's really compacted that defense. If you're going to leave Ben or Finn out there at the top, you know, not someone you want to leave open at 6-7 meters. So we'll see if they end up in that full 2-3-4 drop, or if they're going to kind of work in and out a little bit more.
Oh, now we've got fans over there on the shed and the wall standing up on there trying to get a better view of this game.
Yeah. Oh, it's such a great atmosphere. So great to be back here. This has been fun. I mean, it has been standing room only for about 80% of the bleachers this entire game. The fans are bringing it just as much as the players.
And I think some knowledgeable fans, too. This isn't their first rodeo at a water polo game.
No, clearly. No, this is good stuff right here. Great way to start the weekend. Friday Night Lights here. Battle of the Bay. I love it.
All right, Newport is in the water, lined up, ready to go. CDM again, taking their time, talking things over before they run their starting group out here for the 4th period.
Training for the Sabres to start quarter 4. Senior, 7, John, Finn.
He's getting destroyed. I'm going to show him how to do it.
Coach Sinclair talking a few things over with the referee. That is one part of this game. Not unlike basketball, I think you have a lot of dialogue between coaches and refs. And if you keep it respectful, everything's fine. But just don't cross that line or you're going to get in trouble with these referees.
It's definitely an art. You know, coaches being able to talk to the refs in the right way, make things maybe potentially a little more favorable, or highlight a few things they'd like to see a little different. You know, and Ross is certainly one of those coaches that knows how to work it.
Yeah. But I think all in all, it's been a fair game, fair match. Both teams playing really, really hard.
Sure has. No, these first 3 quarters, this has been a really, really good game. Well coached, well reffed, well played.
All right, sprinting again for Newport is Finn LeSueur. And for CDM, can't see that cap number just yet. That looks like number 6, Nate Evans. So Newport will control the sprint here in the 4th quarter. And again, Newport leads 11-6, just starting the 4th quarter here.
These first few minutes are going to be really important. Who gets these first couple goals?
That's Gavin Netherton faking. Jack Wright swings it over to Ben Lathy. We got trying to keep the ball dry, efficient passing. Finn LeSueur is posting up. Oh, great block by the goalie again, Chase Campbell. Ben was eyeing that upper corner, but Chase Campbell.
Yeah, we had a good angle of that. I see what he was going for. There was an opening, but
CDM has numbers here. Gavin Netherton drops back in the center. Good defensive move there to stop the counterattack and allow Newport to cover defensively. And again, Nate Evans shooting. Really good shooter, Nate. I've seen that kid for a long time. He's put a lot of goals in the back of the net, and he was feeling it, just not that time.
Yeah, I think it hit a wake. Someone had just swim by there, and I think that's what made it bounce up and over the cage.
That's a nice entry pass into 2 meters by Jack Wright. Peter Castillo draws the ejection.
Yeah, we've talked about it all game. That's been the difference maker.
Let's see how Newport moves the ball around. 3, that's 4 passes. 5 passes, and then into the post.
A little too far inside. A great idea, but that 3-post player had just crept just inside the 2-meter mark.
Yeah, again, correct call by the referee. He was right there on it.
I'd love to see the passing. Great play execution, just a little too far in.
Got 5 minutes, 20 seconds to play here in the 4th period. CDM on the attack. Looks like we're going to get a shot from up top here. Oh, some good heat on that shot from number 8, Jackson Harlan.
I heard a couple tips, heard the bar. That touched a lot.
But he looked good. He got up big and strong and rifled in. Just didn't go in the goal.
Working with Lacey. Working with Netherton. Dark cap 11.
Yeah, Newport needs to get that down into the offense here. They're already down to 8 seconds. There we go.
We got Gavin Netherton with the ball. He loses possession, drops it into set. Ah, that's the way to stay with it.
Big goal. It was looking like it was falling apart there, but a couple quick passes, quick shot.
Yeah, it came out of his hand a little bit, but Gavin stayed with it. Ended up making a nice entry pass and a good finish by Pete Castillo.
Yeah, and that's a big goal. With 4:42 left, 11-7 versus 12-6, big difference. So
absolutely,
Newport could really start to look now to pressure defense and take their time on the offensive end. 6 goals is pretty tough in a short amount of time.
And I think it's going to be a moment where CDM might want to think about taking some chances. Potentially leaving early, getting into some gaps, trying to get some quick goals. But they do draw an ejection there. That's Owen Bartlett going to the corner. CDM moves the ball around.
Yeah, that ball's touching the water a lot on this possession here.
That's Luke Zimmerman from CDM, number 7, putting that ball away. That was a big goal for CDM.
Yeah, big goal. I mean, that play had kind of fallen apart. I thought they were just going to, get pressed out and have to take something at the end of the shot clock. But one little opening, one good shot, and they got the goal.
All right, with 4:02 to play here in the 4th period, Newport leads CDM 12-7.
Bartlett on attack.
Owen Bartlett with the ball up at the point. Swings it over to Ben Lathy down in the wing. We've got Nick Kennedy working inside. That's a good crash by CDM to come over and steal that ball.
Great team defense. You saw your buddy needed help.
They got a counterattack rolling here. That's a good pass. Nice defense by Owen Bartlett there. Did a little bit of a bait.
Owen Bartlett, he tricked him. I mean, it looked like he was going to go hard to ball, and then the last second he went back onto his back and got in that passing lane. Really nice defense.
Finn LeSueur with the ball. He's going to attack that defender, try and get him to commit, and then make that entry pass. Perfect pass. I don't know if the ball's got some sort of sunblock or something on it, but it seems to be slipping out of a few guys' hands.
Something was going on, but really nice by Finn. Great couple fakes, big convincing fakes to draw the goalie, draw the defense, and then perfect entry pass. Just got to be a little quicker with that shot.
CDM still playing hard. That pass just a little bit too low. Ben stepped in the lane there and stole that.
I got to give Newport credit. I mean here, look at the score, time running down. They're still pressing as hard as they were in that first quarter.
Ross Sinclair is going to call a timeout here at 2:35 left in the 4th period, with Newport up 12-7 on Sea Kings.
Really nice. This is a very impressive game by Newport. It's been a total and complete game. Good on the 6-on-5. Their defense has been great. Complete game. See if they can bring it home.
I think with 2.5 minutes to play, pretty tall order to overcome a 5-goal deficit, but that doesn't mean CDM can't continue to work hard, work on some things they need. They got much better in that second half of their entry passes. That led to more ejections and more scoring opportunities. So I think there's a lot to like from what CDM's done here in the second half, and something they can build upon throughout the season.
Absolutely. I mean, games like this, I mean, every second's valuable. I mean, right now, 2.5 left. You know, Sinclair, he calls a timeout here to go over something. I mean, this kind of game situation is going to happen on later in the year, and it's all great experience. So what kind of offense are you going to run when you got a lead, and let's see how they execute.
Absolutely. Always something to learn throughout every second of the game. So we have an alumni game, or you do, I should say. All the Newport Harbor alumni will be facing off tomorrow at 11 o'clock here at Newport Harbor. How do you feel about that, Peter? You're 39 years young. You're going to be going up against some of these guys here in the pool. Are you ready for this?
We'll see. Water polo shape is unique shape. I surf a lot, and I do, you know, this new underwater torpedo league that I've gotten into, and that's been a lot of fun. But water polo shape is extremely unique. You could be swimming $5 grand a day. And you'll die in the pool. So to be honest, I plan on holding those kids' legs when they try to counter and pushing them around and being physical, because I don't plan to swim with them.
Yeah, you're right. There's fit, and then there's water polo fit. Two different things.
Absolutely. We're gonna have fun though.
I just think it's a great thing to add to the legacy of Newport, to keep the alumni engaged and come back. I think it's something every program should strive to do. And again, nice entry pass, great finish by Nick Kennedy, number 12.
Really, really well executed. Great play drawn up by a coach there. And we got the ball in. Another great entry pass and great shot. So
and Nick's got a lot of family members from Newport. His older brother Tommy played here, was another great lefty, played up at Cal. He had a couple of uncles that played here as well. Eric Scrumans and Rick Scrumans both played at Berkeley. So
long history. Long history,
and his uncle Rick is also a lefty. A lot of lefties in that family.
Yeah, my sister Ann, she played here at Newport as well, and my brother and my other sister. We had a family of 4, but Ann was a lefty.
Certainly a lot of Belgians here.
Yeah.
Oh, that's just a nice shot. Great individual effort by Jackson Harlan.
Really nice shot. Quick release. He had the goalie going one way, put it high corner.
Yeah, I don't think Cooper was expecting that.
I got to say, I think Coach Sinclair got a little too aggressive with the ref on that one. He just got his first yellow card.
Oh.
Emotional game.
You're allowed to get one of those. Next one's a red card. He doesn't want that because he'd have to likely sit out the next game as well. Gavin Netherton with the ball, attacking from 1. Attacking that defender. Nice entry pass into set.
Really nice. Look at that.
That's an ordinary foul drawn by Trey Smith. There's an ejection drawn. That's awesome work by Trey Smith there to stay with that ball. He had 2 defenders on him, but he stayed up high, maintained possession of that ball and earned an ejection.
And that's tough to do. When you got a lead like this, the refs are going to make it a little harder, make you work harder for it, and he had 2 defenders on his back, was still able to get to that ball.
Absolutely. All right, we've got a lot of the Newport student body lining up on the side of the pool here.
I feel like there's something going on.
Looking like they all got their shirts on. They're wearing board shorts, most of them.
Something's cooking.
What do you think they're going to do? Oh, you don't want to leave Finn Lesueur up there. He's just deadly if you leave him alone. Stays up. Did you see how high he stayed up for how long?
It's so hard. I never had the legs to do that. I mean, to sit up there at your belly button faking 2-3 times, I mean, the goalie's going to jump, defenders are going to jump, but if you can stay up and put it high corner, no one's going to block that.
Yeah, agreed. The defense has got to be a little bit more active there. But. All right, 1:15 to play in the half. That's Gavin Netherton with the steal.
And I like that he pushed it on the counter like that.
Yeah, and he also was smart. He took it out, took his time.
Yeah, good pass. They're going to try to bleed the clock out down here and try to get a shot out at the end of the shot clock.
That's Gavin Netherton with a shot. Went a little bit high.
You got to go high, though. You want to get that tip out.
Yeah. Coach Sinclair was clapping there. He liked the shot, but...
Proud dad, like to see it go in.
I'm always proud of him, no matter what.
Oh, he's played really, really well tonight.
That's an ejection drawn by CDM again, playing to the end. Oh, great move by. Oh, that was Trey Smith who came back on that. Nice defense.
He's all over the place this fourth quarter.
Coach Kareem, captain, calling a timeout there. Very timely here at the end. He's going to set something up. 34 seconds to go.
About 8-second differential on the shot and game clock here.
What an atmosphere.
It's been awesome. You know, Battle of the Bay, it's living up to its name. You know, I know the score isn't as close, but you want to see kids battling, high emotions, and it's been like that all night.
Yeah, and a fair amount of goals. We've got 22 total goals scored here, which I tend to prefer the higher scoring games. I think it's more fun for certainly the fans. And I think, you know, when you got a lot of different kids, you know, getting in that scoring column, even in a loss, you can feel good about that.
Always makes it more exciting. You want to see goals, and we've certainly had that tonight. Me,
Yeah.
I'm a defensive-minded specialist. That's the way I've always looked at it, so I don't mind a low-scoring game. I appreciate great defense, but
Yeah, but you don't want a 3-2 game. That just means
no.
the refs swallowed their whistle, and you're kind of
Give me 7
beating
to 8.
each other up the whole game. I like to see some skill. I like to see some finesse, and in order to do that, you got to let the players move.
Absolutely, yeah. And
Gavin Netherton coming in. Oh,
nice fake.
oh, that was a good field block.
Yeah, he almost got the.
All right, Newport's going to retain possession, and they're going to run out the clock here.
Yeah.
I think the refs want to give CDM one more shot here. They got 9 seconds to go.
Let's see if they can.
Let's see what they can do. Oh, that's a great effort by number 8, Jackson Harlan again. Jackson just battling to the end. I believe that was his third, maybe fourth goal of the game. I don't have the stats in front of me, but I do remember him putting up at least 3.
Strong move right there. I mean, he had another crasher coming towards the ball. Big move to get some space and good goal. And there's the student section.
We got a few more people in the water on that moment, and that's going to end the Battle of the Bay here in 2022. Newport winning 14-9, excuse me.
The ref doesn't look very happy about the student section, but it's a big win. Student section's pumped. Look at that.
You know, it's the same as running on the football field after a big victory. I don't see the harm in it.
Not at all. I love the emotion. This is what makes sports so amazing. And Battle of the Bay is another good one in the books.
And I think if CDM had won the game in their home pool, we might see the same. But, you know, I think there was a lot of class shown on both sides of the pool, by the players, by the coaches, because that's a rivalry, a big one.
Big one. And you know, rivalries like this, you can see things get heated, get out of control, but this wasn't. High intensity, but everyone kept their cool, and it's a great game. Congrats to the Sailors.
And they're shaking hands here at the end. Again, showing the class from both programs. Both teams should be proud.
Really should. They battled. I mean, like we said it all game. It's like, you know, CDM wasn't necessarily playing poorly. It was just really good execution by Newport. It was those entry passes and execution on the 6-on-5 was outstanding.
Absolutely, and they will see each other again. CDM will have another crack at Newport.
I'm sure they will.
And I think that'll do it here for this year's Battle of the Bay 2022 is in the books. Newport Harbor winning 14-9. Peter, pleasure.
I'll be back. This has been good stuff.
This is how the Bruins and the Trojans work together.
And I got to give a shout out, Alan Slutsky, man. He has been pulling this alumni group back together. And we had a long run where alumni weren't too involved, but we're getting like weekly updates. And he has put together a fantastic alumni day for tomorrow. So we got the girls coming out, we got the guys coming out. 11 o'clock for those of you that want to come watch a great game, watch some old guys getting some too tight Speedos, and we'll have some fun.
And Alan happens to be, guess what, a Trojan.
Hey, you know what? Nobody's perfect. It's all good.
All right.
No, I love it. Just like the CDM Newport rivalry, the UCLA-USC one's a good, fun, healthy one. But I had a blast. Good stuff tonight, Drew.
You too, Peter. I enjoyed it, and we'll do this again.
Sounds good.